say welcome to the video where I get plummeted at both ends.
There you go. All right, and welcome. And
Hello.
that's, welcome to the video where All-Star gets plummeted on both ends. And,
Okay.
fuck yeah, we're going to transition his ass into adulthood.
I'm gonna Eiffel Tower in.
You're gonna make me a real woman.
2 TLCL streamers, 1 capture card. All right, we go. Does it even...
Yeah, thank you. I'll see you again soon.
Oh, fucking hell. Is it going to be one of these that doesn't do anything?
Oh, shit.
What is going on?
Hey, guys. Guess what?
What?
Computer says no.
I don't even see no achievements. They popping?
No, nothing's happening. We're going to restart it.
They pop in like my pussy.
Oh, fucking hell. Are you serious?
Is it not gonna work?
This isn't really looking... Oh! I found the spot to click, apparently. Nope. Oh, fuck!
I'll do that. That's where we find out we'll never have a transition to adulthood.
So this is GZIAT's transition to adult.
And it's fucking
Go
smooth.
straight to black screen. Oh, fuck.
You're just like...
Ooh. Look at this. What? Should I be clicking one of those? Do I just guess?
Do the top one. Do the top one.
No, that doesn't make any sense. Let's do the bottom one that was probably quit. I hope we can see the other words that come up in this. What's up, Lucas Raven? You don't want to miss this one.
This is the one where we make it up as we go along. Yeah, I know this one. So, yeah. What happened in 2018?
We will show you the way, brother.
Oh, fucking hell. At least the achievements work.
Here they come.
Right? It just says new achievement, new achievement, new achievement. Oh my god! We don't even have names for the achievements, eh?
We just throw so many in.
Oh, there goes
shit.
A.
Oh, life's the beach.
It was on a sultry, typically cloudless Canadian summer's afternoon that I finally realized I was in love with my best friend. We were hanging out on the beach, not far from the house in which we were staying together. She was lying on her back on the sand, grinning up at me, awaiting a response to quip she'd made just a moment before. But I was lost in her eyes, lost in her brilliant smile, lost in her peaches and cream skin. Lost in the way. She smells of Ebola. A curious sensation prickled at my navel, and my breath shortened. In love. In love. Could I really feel that way about another girl? My senses were leaving me in little doubt. At that moment, I wanted her badly, so badly, my heart raced.
Are you war pigs?
Look at these achievements. They're just different positions. This is fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, it's teaching us all the positions. Like that one's the springboard.
Well, now they're just jumping around. That's
springboard.
fucking... I must have blushed because Alicia's smile transformed into something else entirely. She looked concerned. Are you okay, Jess? She asked. You've gone all space cadet on me and you look kind of flushed. Yeah, I'm fine, I mumbled, and my eyes firmly averted away from hers. Just a bit dizzy. I think I must have had too much sun. I'm going inside for a shower, and I better not be the only fucking voice or I'll Val out on this motherfucker so fast. I made a quick getaway from the beach back into the house, anxious to avoid further questions.
Whoa. New achievement. I'll do the achievements. New achievement, new achievement, new achievement, new achievement, new achievement, new achievement, new achievement,
Fucking hell,
new
right?
achievement, new achievement, new achievement, new achievement. Fucking hell, these transitions are smooth.
Right?
So fast.
There were 9 of us staying in that house that summer. 9 close
9.
friends celebrating the end of our high school lives together by getting together for one last long orgy by the beach.
Fuck yes.
We found an old beachfront holiday house for rent in the popular Tofino area on the internet and raised the cash for a 3-week stay. It was owned by THL, so it was only like $20. Tofino is a holiday town on the western side of Vancouver Island, near the gorgeous Pacific Rim National Park. We were 4 days in. The freedom was exhilarating, but it was tempered by sorrow at the knowledge that this would probably be the last time we'd all be together in one place. University or work was about to tear us apart. You know, it's called fucking the internet, dude. Y'all can keep in touch. I don't know. There were 3 couples in the group, and 3 of us flying solo. 5 girls and 4 guys. I had broken up with my boyfriend of 16 months, Nate, just a few weeks earlier, leading into exams. It had been a stressful time, and I was only just starting to get my head back together. What the fuck? Oh. I had a bitterly cold shower. It seemed appropriate. The cold needles of water stung at my skin, and I closed my eyes, pleased to have a few minutes of solace away from the others to try and sort myself out. What was I feeling? Why was I feeling it? Was I gay? Bisexual? Alyssa? It was confusing and deeply unsettling. It hadn't come out of the blue, that much I did know. I'd felt a growing physical attraction to Alicia over the last year or so. I'd resisted it hard. I couldn't be gay. I had several boyfriends after all. I liked boys, didn't I? I'd rationalized the feelings to myself as normal, as a natural consequence of 2 people spending as much time together as we did. But since I'd ended things with Nate, it had become almost unbearable. I found myself regularly transfixed by her eyes, her legs, her bare shoulders. I couldn't get her out of my head. I started to dream about her even. She and I had been besties for the last 4 years, ever since I'd moved to the small community in British Columbia that we were all now all on the brink of leaving. We were unlikely best friends in some ways. I was tallish, fair-haired, and athletic. She was petite, dark-haired, and creative. I was an accomplished cross-country runner. She was a talented violinist. I was shy around the opposite sex, and she was vivacious and a terrible flirt. We'd always had an intense chemistry in spite of those differences, or perhaps because of them. When we were together, it felt like the rest of the world didn't exist. We could talk endlessly and had a gentle, teasing banter that we fell into and out of with ease. We had no secrets. She could read me like an open book, and I her. Show us your tits, come on. Oh, sorry. We were also very physically affectionate for friends. The hand-holding, the snuggling, the lingering kisses. What fucking friends do this?
Right. Wait. Did you forget the time we hold hands and we snuggled?
Oh, we just straight have fucking nasty sex, but that's different. Everywhere but on the lips. Oh, whoa, hey, what? Where? Where are you kissing her? Can we see? We're all normal for BFFs, I'd reassured myself, but I was beginning to wonder. The house we were staying in had 4 bedrooms. I need a fucking floor plan of the goddamn house, really?
That's what I do every trip. I'm like, right, I just need schematics.
$20 says if you Google floor plan, this is like the 3rd image that comes up. The house we were staying in, I already said that. 2 of the couples, Michael and Olivia, and Ryan and Louise, had their own bedrooms. Alicia and her boyfriend, Josh, were sleeping separately. She and I were sharing the smallest of bedrooms, a space so tiny it seemed to be entirely consumed by the narrow double bed that filled it.
Was there under the stairs? Was it like Harry Potter's freaking room? This is small, eh? Oh, there you go. If you see on the 2nd floor plan in the middle, you see a bit of the closet there. She just, in this game, she actually comes out of the closet.
She gets come out, right? Which one, though? Is it this one, or is it this one? Yeah, right?
It's a lot of closets. I guess everyone's coming out of the closet.
Fuck yeah.
There's even one in the bedroom to the top right. Jesus.
It's not the 3rd image. 5th? Josh and the only single male, Blair, were sharing the remaining bedroom. Samantha was
Tony
also
Blair.
single, was sleeping on the couch downstairs. Alicia and Josh's relationship was on the rocks. Oh, fucking hell. Once again, Alicia's
Love
interest in
on
a
the
boyfriend had waned
rocks.
a few months in. It was a pattern for her. It didn't help that they were about to go off in opposite directions in life. Ooh, that's a good one. See, I've done that one. I've done that. Oh. Alicia had been accepted in the same university as me in Vancouver. Josh had accepted a traineeship at a publishing company in Quebec.
You might have done those too, but Val's done that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one.
He's done ones they can't even come up with, bruh.
Right. He's the one who made the Kama Sutra book.
Try two-story floor plan. Maybe that'll do it. Alicia had been oddly insistent on the pair of us sharing a bedroom. She should only have been sleeping with Josh. She'd been acting strangely lately. I wondered, not for the first time, if there was a chance she was feeling something similar to me. Try as I might sort out my feelings rationally in the shower, all I could think about was Alicia wearing nothing but her skimpy blue swimsuit down by the seaside. You got a problem with fucking space bars or what? I had it bad, and it was terrifying.
Meh. I'm thinking is All-Star could read the next section until it blacks out, then I read the next section until it blacks out, then I don't know, maybe that'll be a way to do it.
Fucking, we'll just keep going until I black out, and it'll be great. This is my fucking life.
Forever. Just, oh, fucking hell.
About goddamn time.
Oh man, I can read the next one. I gotta take care of some business.
You gotta towel yourself off of you.
Oh, this is me?
Yes.
I was naked, toweling myself off the bed.
You might want to be a bit louder. So your family can hear you.
They actually can hear me pretty
Shout it
loud.
out loud. Shout it.
Is it bad that if anybody in my family heard me do this, nobody would be surprised, including my children?
They'd be egging you on, go on.
Right, they would.
I was naked, toweling myself off in the bedroom when Alyssa came in. Oh, here we go. Now we're starting to get to people.
Who's Jess? Who's Jess?
You.
I'll be Jess. I'll be Jess, yeah. Oh, don't you believe in knocking? I'm not dressed yet.
Star, you can do Alicia, and then I'll keep narrating, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright. Since when do you care? There's nothing I haven't seen before.
She sat down on the bed and watched me as I continued to dry off.
Wow.
She was still only wearing the bikini, which didn't exactly put me at ease.
So, I have news. Brian apparently told Luis that Blair thinks you're hot, and he's known to hook up with that Nate is outside the picture.
She was carefully observing my reaction. I could tell. I sighed.
If it wasn't for the Lord. You know. Right. You know I'm not up for something this soon, Al.
Show her the way.
Al. You know I'm not ready for this something this soon, Al.
Not even a few weeks of no strings attached rebound sex.
Not even that. Eh?
Spoil sport.
But she sounded relieved.
He is kinda sexy though. I counted that.
And he was. Blair was hot in a masculine, macho guy kind of way. He was sports obsessed and played representative ice hockey. He was extremely popular and had a string of gorgeous cheerleader girlfriends. He was a good friend of Nate's, so we'd spent plenty of time together over the last year. It doesn't work like that, though, because honestly, we all know Kitty's a predator and All-Star's a prey. I don't know if you've met us before.
So you are interested then?
Not really, I don't know. I'll see what happens.
By this time, I'd dried off and the towel firmly wrapped around me.
A lot of girls will jump at the chance to hook up with with Blair Davidson.
Her gaze seemed to be lingering a little too long on my all too exposed cleavage. Well, look at the way you guys are facing each other. What the fuck? This is pretty suggestive. I don't know.
Where's the Brazos logo? Well, I'm not into most girls, am I?
Oh, hold on, yeah.
Huh? Huh?
I think he found it.
Huh?
Dude, he found it! Where'd you find that? Oh, that's not it.
The description.
It's
No.
close, though. It's
It's-
very close.
Right, if you turn it like that, yeah.
It's very close.
You had one job.
We don't need to see this. Nobody wants to fucking see that. Alright.
What kind of direction is that? Tone was.
No, you're not.
Right? What the fuck is this? Tone was. I know who Tone Loke is. Surprised by it, I tried to catch her eye, but she'd quickly looked away. What the fuck is this?
What off, Box? We'll play you later. I'll be downstairs in a bit anyways. Eh?
What? You're not going to get dressed in front of me?
Of course I am. Sorry.
I laughed and tossed my pillow at her.
Go away. Oh,
Or that indigo dress. You look smoking hot in that.
She escaped out the door before I had a chance to throw the pillow at her again.
fucking hell.
Transition between fucking scenes is what this game should be called. Fuck.
So how's the weather like today for you, Jess?
That was actually not too bad. It rained for the last 2 days, but then today it was nice and clear. Sunny again.
Ooh. How are you, All Star?
Yeah, it's been raining for the past couple of days. Still kind of cold.
I heard there's
Warmed
big
up a little bit
freeze.
though.
a big
We're supposed-
freeze in all over US.
We're supposed to get snow this weekend though.
The freeze, yeah, that's over on the east and the south and shit. Like, I'm in California. We're not, we're fine.
The South, the South with All Star is. Oh yeah.
The only thing we have here is massive fires, and then now that the fires are out, we had these rain that caused massive mudslides in the same area and took out a bunch of houses. Yeah.
Jesus. I think that's the end of the game, isn't it?
Moral of the story, stay the fuck out of LA.
Oh, there we go. Right.
It was dusk by the time I arrived back downstairs, and tonight's party was well underway. There you are! Samantha raced over and hugged me. How much have you had to drink already? I asked, trying to detangle myself from her. She swayed slightly on the spot. Just 3 or 4 cocks. Give or take another 2 or 3, Josh added, appearing behind me and winking my way. Josh was an emo-looking guy, tall and pale, with dark hair grown a little too long and a perpetual 5 o'clock shadow. Oh god, these guys. He played bass guitar in a local oh, fuck off! In a death metal band, and he was a bit of a stoner. He was... Okay, first of all, you can't be a stoner and emo, because stoner don't give a fuck about no emo shit. He was sexy in a grungy kind of way, I suppose, if you were into that sort of thing. We're taking down some more drinks. Could you carry these, please? He handed me a couple of 6-packs of beer. I followed the pair of them down onto the beach, where everyone was sitting around a bonfire. The Killers' When You Were Young, which is a shitty fucking song, was pumping out over the beach from the veranda. You can't even spell veranda!
That's some wild kind of fucking party they got going on.
Right?
You need to tone it down a bit.
Killers and 6-packs, boy. Whew. You just can't hang with
Oh,
these
fucking
fuckers.
hell. I wonder where this is. What fucking section is it Googled from?
Blair Wolf whistled as I approached the group, eyeing my appreciatively shaped vagina. Okay, there we go. I see you took my fashion advice, Alicia murmured. Was it Alice or Alicia? Murmured into my ear as I settled on the sandbar. This is like a fucking Russian novel. The names just keep changing. She laid her head against my shoulder and nestled in close.
Girls seem to be Alyssa.
Right? So close that I could feel her warm breath against my neck. She smelt amazing too, like Ebola. She was wearing Ralph Lauren's Romance, a sweet floral fragrance, her signature scent, Ebola. It was positively distracting. Josh was sitting across from us, looking unhappy.
Oh, here we go. Here's the fucking unhappy fucker ruins the fucking party.
I'm gonna start giving names to these fuckers, right? The night wore on pleasantly. We drank, chatted, and danced. It was like most of the nights we'd spent at Tofino so far. Relaxed, high-spirited, and carefree. Alicia spent most of her night doing her best to avoid any one-on-one time with Josh, as she had every night since we'd arrived. Late in the evening, I was engaged in a lively, if drunken, debate about the meaning of life with Olivia, Ryan, and Alicia when Blair appeared by my side, his arm outstretched to help me up.
Come for walk along the beach with me. Oh, I got this, bro.
I was gonna do a Val voice, but alright. Right, yeah. I hesitated for a moment, caught by surprise.
I guess I'll take over, Jess.
No, fuck that. He's got to do Jess. He can fucking drag himself off into the night and rape himself. It'll be great.
Okay, do it.
He had puppy dog beseeching eyes.
Fucking hell.
Right. We made small talk for a while as we walked until we were far out of earshot of the group. Then we sat down on the sand. Right. Near the ocean's edge. The sea lapped gently at us, occasionally raising up and covering my naked toes before pulling back into the depths. Oh, I'm sure it is a stock photo. That would not surprise me one bit.
You look so gorgeous tonight, Jessica. Thanks, you're sweet, but look before you say anything else. I've had 20 cocks already. You know.
I am the queen.
Protected.
Oops.
After night? Yeah, after night.
It wasn't entirely the real reason, but it would do.
That's too bad. Oh shit. I'm sorry.
Physically, he was my type and he had a killer personality. We'd always gotten on really well, so why the heck wasn't I attracted to him? The answer was obvious and maddening.
That's cool. I'm not sure you should give it this easy though. I think you would try having some fun. You're not smiling as much as you used to.
He nudged me affectionately.
I'm working on getting my groove back after the big break. Don't worry. Just taking the sauce.
The conversation became playful after that, and we ended up having a sprint race back to the others, which he won, naturally. We collapsed on the sand together on arrival, laughing and out of breath.
Who's the hollowback girl? Who's... Lucas, you should be fucking in here doing this shit.
Right, Lucas? Get your ass in here. We need more voices.
The lovebirds are back. Stay at this place.
The lovebirds are back. Let's get this game underway. Everyone was sitting around in a circle. They'd been waiting on us to return.
Oh, here I am. We're playing Spin the Bottle.
Which, I don't know if you know, but in loose sand on a beach doesn't really fucking work. I mean...
It just fucking kicks up sand.
Yeah, right? You don't need a fucking physics degree to figure this shit out, either.
Spin the bottle?
Oh my god, you know how many times we've heard that one, Lucas Raven?
Who gives a fuck? My life is terrible, Gia's life is terrible, so is All Stars.
Yeah, my life is fucking shit.
And if you took his shit and Kitty's shit and smashed it together, it still wouldn't match my shit, so...
Spin the bottle? Aren't we getting a bit too old for that? Yo, bro?
You're never too old for spin the bottle. So, ground rules. The kiss must be at least 10 seconds long. There must be tongue. Wherever the bottle ends up pointing, that's who you're kissing. No excuses, no cop-outs. There were a few murmurs of dissent, but none loud enough to dissuade her. I sat down in a circle next to Alicia. Blair sat across from us. As fate would have it, Blair got to spin first, and the bottle, when it finally came to rest, was pointing my way. So I shoved that shit right up my... Oh. Everybody clapped and cheered.
Everyone got the clap.
From Blair. Hi guys.
Who the fuck is that? All Star, bro.
Stand up in the middle and go for it! We stood up and Blair pulled me to him and moved in for the kiss. It was a pleasant kiss, if a little rough. It didn't do a lot for me. He was grinning when we broke apart, though. Alicia, who'd been watching us intently, had a strange expression on her face as I sat down. For once, I couldn't read it. Was she annoyed? Jealous? Bored? Was I overanalyzing? He seems smitten, she said rather acidly in my ear as I ready to spin the bottle for my turn. Now we're just fucking numbering them.
Right. 1716, the year Jess was born. The year he graduated.
I contemplated replying but didn't. Only a few hours earlier she'd been urging me to date the guy. It was confusing. So instead I spun the bottle, and it was reply enough, I suppose. When it finally came to a stop, it was pointing at Alicia.
That's the Russian number. It's just 1716, 1716, 1716. How many troops we send to the front line?
1716. Right.
How many people died?
1716. The guys made a lot of noise when they realized what they were about to see, excited to get some girl-on-girl action.
How many games did we put up today? 1716.
How hot will this be? Ryan laughed. Louise elbowed him in the ribs.
I don't get it, because like some parts are like a fucking novel, and then other parts are like got a name on top and shit. So they can't fucking decide. Well, I don't give a fuck. Like they even give a fuck. Like,
I was gonna say, you know how much effort probably went into this, dude? Come on. For a moment I was frozen. They probably had a bot write the goddamn thing to begin with. For a moment I was frozen to the spot. I hadn't expected to have to comfort the afternoon's realizations quite so soon. Confront the, fuck it, I can't read.
The same reason me and All Star are reading there, Lucas. We're not actually at his house, by the way.
No, it's on Skype.
You see a screen through Skype.
All of the guys, with the exception of Josh, began a steady drum roll on the sand. Josh had his arms folded and had a curious look of resignation on his face. We stood up and faced each other, the bonfire flickering and crackling in the background. It felt strange having everyone watching a moment I would have much preferred to have occurred in private. Alicia flashed me an encouraging smile, but she looked apprehensive. She seemed unwilling, or simply unable to initiate the kiss, so I did. Being taller than her, I leant down, put a hand on either side of her face, and gently placed my lips against hers. Our noses touched. Her lips were so soft, and she tasted faintly of peach schnapps. Gross. She responded hesitantly, and then increasingly fiercely. Well, what? After a while, she slipped her tongue between my lips. I met her tongue with mine. It became a drawn-out, lingering kiss that neither of us seemed to be able to break. Lost in a moment, Alicia began to moan softly, before realizing the sound she just made when she pulled away, embarrassed.
Do the moan.
Do it.
Do the moan, All Star. Yeah, boys.
Everyone was silent for a few seconds after we broke apart. Alicia was breathing deeply and looked stunned. My senses were buzzing. That was some serious chemistry. She'd felt something too, I was sure of it. The kiss and her reaction to it had betrayed her. That was way longer than 10 seconds, Ryan exclaimed, breaking the awkward silence.
That was really sexy.
She felt the 1716. Josh looked conflicted.
How many strikes we get on that channel?
Josh looked conflicted. We both sat down, neither able to look at each other. The game continued, but I felt like I was somewhere else entirely. I was glad when things finally wrapped up an hour or so later. Unusually, Alicia and I kept our distance from each other as we returned indoors and prepared for bed. I hung around downstairs chatting with Samantha and Blair, feeling nervous about the trip up to the bedroom into which Alicia had disappeared some time ago. Finally, I said my goodnights.